Hey everybody, I am Derek Haynes, the Chocolate Botanist, and we are gardening victoriously, not on my patio palace, but we are at one of my good sister's homes, and this beauty in front of me is a lavender, and these lavenders are great because they've grown so much. I don't even think we planted this down this year. I think it just came back, or it survived the year from last year. And I'm gonna do some harvesting, some snipping and nipping on this baby. So here's the thing about lavenders, just a quick aside. They are in the genus Lavandula and the family Laminiaceae, which is part of the mint family. I think we hopefully all said it together, the mint family. This baby is so gorgeous to me because we've not done a heavy fertilizer except for what may be left in the soil in this beautiful planter from last year. And you could see how just excited it is to be alive. What I'm going to do is cut all of these flowers away, and we're going to save them in one of two, something's on my leg, one of two mason jars. Okay, and we're going to do an extract. So this is going to be not only just gardening victoriously, but using what we got to get what we need. So I have my shears right here. You can use a pair of regular scissors, a pair of snippers like these, whatever you want. I'm just gonna go right at the stem and just cut this long stem. I don't need the whole thing because I really just want the flowers. Even though the stem smells quite nice, actually I lied. I'm gonna put the whole thing in there. I hate to lie to y'all like that. So I'm just gonna cut a bunch of these and keep it moving. The thing about gardening victoriously that I want all of us to be able to consider is this is in a planter that's maybe 20 inches, and you have enough lavender to shake a stick at, to literally shake a stick at. And these lavender flowers, I wish there was smell-o-vision. Maybe with AI taking over soon, we'll get there. But these lavender flowers smell simply heavenly. There we go. This is going to take me a little longer than I thought I would, because there's a lot of these flowers on this baby. I could also take these and make bouquets. You can tie them up with a little bit of string, a little bit of twine, a little ribbon, and make some beautiful bouquets. You could also take the entirety of the plant that grows above ground and pretty much use it to make like an extract of somebody's lavender, okay? That's as simple as putting this in some olive oil or doing an alcohol extraction, which I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through this part and do some clipping. And then we'll come back to the second part. I forgot to mention, I'm also cutting these flowers because it helps to like preserve energy. I'm not really growing these for seed production, and I want them to keep kind of growing up and out. So with some of your mints, sometimes plucking those flowers can help you to really get a lot of great growth versus it putting all of its growth, as this one is, into flower making. Okay, instead of buying all this Marvin Gaye. So now for the fun part. We're gonna make an extract, an alcohol extract using this lavender. This isn't all of it, right? You saw me had a big bundle. Some of it I'm gonna leave for my sister. She can cook with it, use it for whatever, right? But I'm going to take this bundle. Now again, about these extracts, I'm gonna be using, oh my God, did I bring it in here? Grain alcohol. Now this is Everclear. It is 151 proof. You do not have to go this high, right? I think in most online forums, you'll see them say use like 90 proof, right? The higher the proof, the more pure, in theory, your extract will be. In addition to, if you like have to rinse something off and you're trying to do this real quick and you like rinse your mint off or your cinnamon off or your rosemary off, and you just stick it into this 151, there's enough liquor, enough alcohol in here to make this work out where you won't have to run into issues of something spoiling or going bad, right? With this lavender, even though it doesn't look like there's like all of this, in theory, this is a lot of water that's gonna be coming out, displaced out of this lavender, and a lot of the good things that we want coming out and into our situation. So let's begin. I've already rinsed this off, so I'm gonna tear it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna tear it up mainly so I can fit it into the smaller mason jar. It doesn't look like it's tearing though. So I'm gonna start by bundling these up. You can cut them and chop them up, but I don't feel like dirtying up all of my sister's good dishes. To do that, I'm just gonna stuff these into the jar. The main premise is I want all of this into the jar. Now, I had more, right? And I could definitely do more. But I'm gonna leave her something that she could have as a little bouquet. Okay? Now that I stuffed this in here, and this is such an easy thing, you could do it with children except for it's alcohol, but I think you can also do this with glycerin. For those of you who also may not drink alcohol, you do this with glycerin as well. And it smells so heavenly. Oh goodness, I wish I could smell this. And I'm gonna take my Everclear and I'm gonna top this off. And the Everclear is also smelling because I had it in my hot car. And again, for those of you who are like, well, Derek, I don't drink. Derek doesn't drink. So like, what can I use this for? Well, if you put this into some hot water, some like really hot water, boiling water, and you put like a little bit in here, you can use it as a tincture, because that's almost what we're making, an extract or a tincture. And you can evaporate off the alcohol. Additionally, you could, I'm sure this could also be like a base of a cologne, but I've usually only used them as tinctures. Things in my food and my cooking. I'm gonna get my lid. I have a plastic lid here because this is alcohol. And when liquid sits with metal for a while, this is gonna have to be sitting for a little bit of time, you can end up getting rust. And we don't want rust in our products. We don't want that type of iron in our diet. I know before you go in the comments, the lids are not iron, but I had to say it. So this is it. Now, there is still all of this here that's gonna dry, and you can dry these, press these flowers, use them in potpourri. There are so many different ways that you can use these. I'm just going to set these on the counter, and that way she'll walk by, she'll smell them, she'll be like, they smell delicious. She'll be like, woo, in a world of good, you know? There's so many flowers that can make us feel good, and lavender is just one of them. So again, if you haven't already, like, comment, share. Tune in next time as we continue to garden victoriously.